the tip of the Baja Peninsula,
where the fantastic shapes and scenery of the Baja Desert meet the cool, dark waters of the Pacific Ocean and the warmer Sea of Cortez, which is often called the aquarium of the world because it's packed with sea life, including whales.
Here they are, guys. That was awesome.
Sea lions and dolphins. And Cabo San Lucas offers plenty of ways to check out all the wildlife, both in the water and on land. Join us as we explore it all in
Traveling Kids Mexico!
I'm Nathan. And I'm Seamus.
And we're Mom and Dad.
We're traveling around the world discovering amazing countries, new cultures, and really wild experiences together.
Come along with us as we learn all about our planet and about being together as a family.
As we discover the wonders of the world, the wonders of nature, and sometimes wonder, what were we thinking? In Travel with Kids. Situated at the southern tip of the Baja Peninsula south of California, Los Cabos encompasses two communities, the resort town of Cabo San Lucas and the colonial town of San Jose del Cabo. In 1930, the Jesuits built a mission here, which eventually grew into the town of San Jose del Cabo. The town grew slowly at first, with an additional rural village popping up 20 miles down a dirt road in nearby Cabo San Lucas. There were no roads connecting Los Cabos to the rest of the peninsula, and the locals made their living fishing. All that began to change in the 1970s, when the Mexican government targeted the area for development. Today, Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo host over 60,000 residents, and the road between them, known as the Corridor, is lined with world-class resorts.
We're staying on the Corridor at Dreams Los Cabos Suites Golf Resort and Spa. Its location between the two towns allows us to take advantage of amenities in both locales and easy access to the airport. We booked our trip through Apple Vacations, so we're greeted by one of their representatives who helps us with our luggage, making for an easy transition to town. We make it to the hotel just in time for sunset. So after checking in and checking out all the exciting activities here, we head down to the beach to play in that sand and surf that Cabo is so famous for. The sunset is amazing, with a pale yellow sky playing backdrop to some local caballeros. That's cowboys for all you folk that don't speak Spanish.
So, Los Cabos is known for two things. Its funky desert surroundings, think tall, spiky cactus and lumpy rock formations, and the abundance of sea life. Today, we're going to explore the deserts from the ground and from the air before heading out onto the water to look for Cabo's most famous winter visitors. No, not retirees from up north, whales.
Located about midway between Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo, just off the Corridor, Wild Canyon Adventures offers high-flying fun exploring the desert. Guests are treated to adrenaline-pumping excitement on zip lines and four-wheel drive tours. So we gear up.
They'll never be on its side. They'll always be on its head or on its wheels. It's incredible. And this will not bend and it will not break. Perfect. Now you hold on to these straps, okay? So all you gotta do is hold on to those straps here, okay?
And then I can put that on top.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah, hopefully we won't need one of those today. And head out.
We're heading out in these Tom cars on a four-wheel drive adventure with Jamie at Green Zebra Adventures. Let's check out the desert.
Jamie says the Tom cars were originally designed for Israeli combat missions, so the steep canyons and sandy washes here are nothing they can't handle. In fact, this area is known for its exciting terrain, and the people around here take their four-wheeling seriously. So seriously, they've made a profession out of it.
We're at the tip of the Baja Peninsula, the ending point for the famous race, the Baja 1000. It's a race across the deserted landscapes of the Baja Peninsula through deserts and canyons, off-road race. It's really cool, and it ends right here at Cabo San Lucas. Kind of get a feel for what those racers in the Baja 1000 might go through.
How was that?
That was awesome.
Now imagine doing that for a couple days, all the way from the border of the United States to here. What do you think about that?
Maybe later.
Doesn't look like we're quite cut out for the race, but the ride out to the beach is filled with thrills and heart-pumping moments, and the beach here is spectacular.
Woo! Can we take our masks off?
With bizarre rock formations,
I'm gonna go cliff diving.
Oh yeah?
lots of shells,
Look what I just found. What is this? Here you go.
and giant crashing waves.
Ready?
Back at the starting line, there's a different kind of race going on.
He's running really fast.
Whoa! Perfect.
The race to see who can go fastest, longest, and most extreme. And the kids are instantly hooked.
Water, gloves, harness.
Ready? Smile for the camera.
Adios.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
That was fun. I want to go again.
Wild Canyon Adventures has 8 zip lines ranging from 164 feet long to one spanning the length of 9 football fields, which can be a bit intimidating for younger children.
We are going from this spot 2,624 feet across the canyon, 361 feet in the air at 36 miles per hour. That is a long distance.
But you can ride in pairs, and Daredevil Nathan is ready to give it a try.
Everybody, 1, 2, 3, go.
Bye! I was like, and then he pushed me off, and I'm like, ah! And then I was like, and then I liked it. I was like so far in the air, and I was like up there for so long, and kind of felt like I was a bird.
The desert activities prove lots of fun, and we even get to meet one of the locals. But now it's time to head into the big blue sea in search of some winter residents that are quite a bit bigger than this.
You want some lettuce?
Down at the harbor, Beth Cookman from Cabo Adventures tells us about what we can expect to see.
So the main whales that we find out here are humpbacks. Those are 90% of the whales that we see here in Cape region, in Cabos. But we can also find the magnificent biggest mammal of our planet here, the blue whale, and also the very docile, friendliest whale of the world, the gray whale. And we get to see manta rays jumping, sharks at the surface soaking up the sun, the sea lions obviously being lazy on their rocks, and all types of different whales. So I think it's very interesting for kids that are interested about nature and animals really, because it's just chock-a-block full of them.
The guide tells us all about the area.
So I don't know if any of you have heard of the very famous sand falls. the sand falls that Jacques Cousteau discovered here in the early 70s? Yes, well, they're right here in this bay. Pelican's Rock, the rock that we're coming up to, there is a very famous dive site. Dive site number one dive site really here in Cabos because it's for beginners.
And shortly after passing the entrance to the bay, where Cabo's famous arch stands next to Land's End,
Entonces esta grande roca aquí se llama la Finitiera o Land's End en inglés. Es la última roca de la península de la Baja California. You see that little window right there? Yeah. That is called the Pacific window. That is also very famous because here they say the Sea of Cortez and the Pacific touch for the very first time.
we spot our first whale. The guide tells us all about it.
This is the humpback. This is the one that we're watching right now. Okay, you can see he's very different from the rest of them because he has very, very long arms, doesn't he? Pectoral fins, that we call them. Okay, so this enables this whale to propulse its immense weight, so sometimes up to 50 tons of weight, up into the air and give these absolutely incredible jumps. And so the humpback is one that we see more than any other whale in this area.
Flap its tail and stuff. It went. We're watching humpback whales, and I learned
Aquarium of the world because of the variety of species that can be found in these waters. Whales and dolphins and sea lions and sharks and
the answer to Seamus's next question seals the deal.
Have you ever seen a whale shark?
About a month ago, we had a whale shark visit us there in Pelican's Rock. One just went around the rock and then back out into the bay.
Well, it looks like we know what we're going to be doing tomorrow. And back on the dock, Jonathan at Sunshine Divers confirms it.
Well, the Sea of Cortez, one of the places that some people call the world's richest sea. Anywhere from white-tip reef sharks to hammerheads, whale sharks. It's an incredible abundance of life that's around here.
And he tells us why Cabo is such a great place to snorkel and dive with kids.
Well, you're always going to be able to see something, and it's going to be nice and shallow and close by shores.
Today we're heading out into the Great Blue to find out what's below the surface in these waters, and according to Seamus, to find a whale shark. So after an amazing sunrise and a yummy breakfast at the hotel, we head into town and get geared up. The Pacific water can get a little cold, especially this time of year.
Why is he wearing plastic wrap?
Put one foot in there, one of them.
Okay.
And now?
You're going to go diving in a plastic bag.
Foot. Get a breathe in through your nose. Does it stick to your face? There you go.
Okay, let go.
So we put on full wetsuits and head out into the bay.
This is our first Travel with Kids trip where the kids are old enough and ready to start scuba diving. So we're really excited.
Ah! This is awesome. I can even see the bottom. It's going to be awesome. And the water's so calm here. It's cool. And there's beaches and rocks, other boats. You can maybe make some diving friends.
Nathan just got recently certified, and Seamus got to follow along as his brother learned all about scuba diving. So he's already picked up on how much of the underwater world works.
Get all the air out of it. There you go. Nice and slow. Now go open all the way. Let's check. Do you have a full tank? It's going to start very shallow here, about 5-6 feet. And it's going to slowly go down to about 20 feet, and then we're going to go around the rock. All right, there's some really nice fish, large schools of snappers going around. We got tons of Morris idols, angelfish, sturgeonfish. You name it, probably find it around here.
Lars, the owner of Sunshine Divers and a father of a young diver, goes over signs with Seamus.
If I ask if you're okay, and if you're okay, you got to give me the same signal back, please, okay?
And
if
I
you're
know
not,
I'm out of air.
what do you do if you're not okay? What do you say that is?
This?
No.
Oh yeah.
That means there's something wrong. If I'm having a problem with my mask, having a problem, or let's say you want to go up, I'm having a problem, I would like to go up.
I'm probably not going to say I like to go up. Yeah,
Then
then
we're
we
gonna-
go down into the abyss and fight the biggest white shark in the world. Jaws!
He may not want to go up once he's down, but it's the initial shock of the cold water I'm worried about.
Is it cold?
If you call high 60s cold, then yes.
Grab your gauge. Hold it tightly against your belly. And let yourself fall back, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna pick you up and put you on the front step, okay? Then you walk down the rest of the way.
Wait.
Nathan and Carrie, aka the Cold Wimp, managed to get in, but when Seamus feels the water, all bets are off.
You know if you're wrong, you can. I'm the cold wimp of this.
So we watch Nathan and Carrie go down with Jonathan. But after spending some time on the boat, waiting and waiting, Seamus starts to come around.
It looks pretty shallow.
So now that
And we head below the waves to find that whale shark.
The dive was incredible. No wonder this is Cabo's #1 dive site. It's only a few minutes from the dock, and the water is clear and calm and filled with lots of tropical fish. Huge schools of big fish.
And there's a rock right there called Pelican Rock. And we went around it. It's much bigger than it looks. It's like an iceberg. The top is like a little rock, but underneath it's like an island. And I saw barracuda fish. They move so fast. I tried to touch one, but it was gone. We saw something called a humphead bass or a bumphead bass, which is it's like a bass fish, but it has a big bump on his head. And it was like this big. It was crazy. And James loves those fish. Oh, and I saw 2 stingray, and one flopped away and it was so cool. It was just like.
And the rock formations were covered with colorful creatures like sea anemones.
And there was lots of animals, like there was Christmas tree worms, and when you get close to it, it sucks itself into its little hole. This is really cool. There was a big abyss. Whoa, I just saw a sea lion.
So we pass by Cabo's famous natural arch at Land's End and rocks covered in basking sea lions to the Pacific side of the rocks and hop back in the water.
There you go.
What's it filling up?
We're at Land's End, the southernmost point in person in Baja.
Well, no sea lions in the water, but lots of fish.
Yeah, we saw like the biggest school of fish ever. It was like, I pointed it out. It wouldn't stop going and going and going and going. Going and going.
Back on the dock, the kids notice a giant aquarium-style tank and peek in the windows to find out what's inside.
There! I just saw a fin.
And we decide what better way to end our ocean encounter than to shake fins with some of the gentlest creatures of the sea at Cabo Dolphins. At Cabo Dolphins, visitors can learn all about dolphins, their bodies, their habitat, their behavior, as they relate to the kids.
He's missing 2. How many you're missing, my friend?
3.
3. All right. But Nacho don't get
Yeah,
another
I'm
one.
missing 2 because this one grew in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nacho, you don't get another one?
Do you wanna
Yes,
get-
you will?
in.
Ah, your friend got a new one. How about you? No new one. All right.
They discover how they swim,
Now with that muscle, my friends, these guys swim reaching speeds of 25 miles per hour. They're very good swimmers.
and what they eat.
Did you say thank you, Nacho?
In the water, we find out the dolphin likes to move it, and we get to kiss him
I think that's
and ride the dolphin.
I felt like I was on a jet ski or something. I was like, fast and cold.
We also get to help train the dolphins
You're gonna put your hands up and you're gonna move your fingers. Okay?
to talk,
What's this?
Okay.
to walk,
Stand it up. 1, 2, 3. Down. Up high. There you go.
and to jump.
I'm gonna make a dolphin do a jump right now. This is pretty cool.
1, 2, 3. You know.
What else can I make him do?
But then it's time to say goodbye, dolphin style.
After the dolphins, it's time to head back to the resort to take full advantage of all the kids' amenities they offer, including hanging out at the pool. Getting rowdy in their beachfront bounce houses and bungee trampoline.
You're on a trampoline with bungee cords, and they pull you up so you can't touch the trampoline. And then start bouncing you, and you can do flips and stuff. Super high.
Hanging in the kids club, playing beach volleyball, and much more. Then it's time for dinner in one of the hotel's 6 themed restaurants.
¿Qué pasa?
And then on to evening entertainment, which includes a show, a beachfront movie, a beach party with live music, or a campfire put on the kids club, complete with tents and lots of sugar.
Chocolate cake with whipped cream.
Today we're going to check out 2 of Cabo's biggest tourist attractions, the desert and the sea, from Horseback. Horses were brought to the New World in Spanish galleons, and it's still an important way to get around here.
Yeah. Go.
Horses can be rented all along the beach here, but at Scuba they offer a real rancho experience. The kids have fun bonding with the horses,
They have long ears.
burros, and goats, feeding them,
Every day, they give each horse half of this haystack.
Alfalfa to feed the horses.
and having a chat with them.
How do you stand these flies on you?
Before we hit the trail, the kids race off down a path
That's cute.
that winds through amazing desert scenery. And then out onto the beach, where the kids have fun surfing the sand cliffs. The perfect sand cliff follies, as the kids call them. And watching whales breach into the Pacific beyond. And then it's back to the ranch.
Riding on the beach is really fun.
I wonder why cowboys walk like this.
We've chosen to spend our last afternoon in Cabo just chilling out on the beach. So we make a quick stop in town for some lunch and shopping. Downtown Cabo is packed with food to satisfy any appetite. Gourmet restaurants, famous hot spots, outdoor cafes, taco stands, even hot dog sidecars. And there are plenty of shopping opportunities. So we stop at the bank. Most ATMs in Mexico work on the Plus and Star networks. And we hit the markets. I like to give each child some local currency for the trip.
Hey Seamus, would you like some market money?
How much is it?
It teaches them to budget their money.
60 pesos.
50.
60 pesos.
50.
50 pesos.
Hones their math skills as they think about the exchange rate.
From 190 pesos to 125.
And develops language skills as they negotiate.
Their change.
How do you say it?
How much?
Cambio. You say cambio.
Cambio.
Back at the resort, we build sandcastles and play wave chase, one of our favorites. And as I watch the sun turn the sky another brilliant shade of tangerine, I think about the unique mix of sun and surf here in Cabo San Lucas, and all the fun we've had exploring it. Spotting whales, riding dolphins, and checking out life below the surface. Flying high above and bumping through the desert. And camping on the beach in style here at the resort. And I think about what a great destination Cabo San Lucas is for families.
Thanks for joining us in this edition of Travel with Kids. For more information on family-friendly destinations or for family travel tips, visit travelwithkids.tv.